The US government is stepping up support for the Saudi-led bombing of Yemen with further intelligence and hardware. But Washington seems to be in no rush to help thousands of its own citizens escape the war zone. At least one American has already been killed there. Jamal al-Labani is survived by his daughter and pregnant widow, who are still trapped in Yemen. He was trying to get them out, but was killed by shrapnel in the city of Aden. His cousin spoke with us from California.
He was trapped there for over 3 weeks waiting for an assistant to leave the country, but unfortunately after the airports of the capital Sana'a and Aden was closed, he was stuck there with other people. And what happened, he was at the house and he was trying to go to the mosque nearby when the war almost pretty much stopped at that time. There's no gunfire at that time, and in his way back with his nephew, 13 years old, he was hit by a tank fire that hit the building, and more of a shrapnel pieces of that bomb hit his back and neck, and he passed right on the scene.
Well, Washington says there are no official plans to evacuate US citizens from Yemen. We managed to get in touch with some of the Americans there who say they feel abandoned by their government.
Currently, there are hundreds of families stuck actually in Yemen that are U.S. citizens, and they are asking me daily, on a daily basis, if there's any concrete evacuation. 50-50 chance, and there is no really concrete evacuation from the State Department directly. They're just using other vessels or other countries and airlines that may evacuate citizens.
We hear bombings every other day, a few bombings a day, so it's very, very scary right now. Basically, we're just sitting here and waiting. Nobody has helped us to evacuate. They replied with an automated message that they do not have any evacuation plans. Basically, figure it out on our own.
Well, American activists have now filed a lawsuit against the Obama administration for failing to evacuate Americans from Yemen. Campaigners have also launched an online initiative to gather support for the stranded citizens. We spoke with some of the activists.
The United States government to date has not done anything to evacuate the U.S. citizens after they themselves evacuated the embassy employees and their personnel out of Yemen back in February. We've made every effort to bring this issue to their attention, and my understanding from reviewing press conferences and other releases from the Department of State, they have basically said, good luck.
State Department is in a position where they're forced to act and need to act, and it should not have gotten to the point where we have to file a lawsuit to tell State Department to protect U.S. citizens that are currently in Yemen. It could be done. It's something that other countries have done, and we feel that the U.S., with the military equipment it has and with the positioning it has, could bring home its own citizens.
Well, a US State Department spokesman tried to explain to reporters why the government isn't helping Americans in Yemen.
For more than 15 years, the State Department has been advising U.S. citizens to defer travel to Yemen, and we've been advising those U.S. citizens who are in Yemen to depart.
Sounds an awful lot like you're saying it's your own fault that you're there. If you're stupid enough to go or stupid enough to stay, your government isn't going to have any responsibility for helping you out. Am I correct?
No,
is that the
no,
right?
I'm not.
Well, why even mention that then? I mean, people are there. Some of them may not have had a choice in going there, and now they're looking for help from their government.
Right, and
you're basically telling them to, well,
continue. Finish your sentence.
Fill in the blank.
Well, no, I would.
No. Well, okay. What are you doing for them?
I think I've just discussed with. No.